Right. Welcome, welcome. Today we're going to be doing some meditating on the thinking feeling process. So, this is an insight based exercise that we're going to be doing. This helps us to become a bit more, how shall we say, intimately aware of the thoughts that arise, the feelings that then arise in reaction or response to it. And what it begins to do is cultivate, well, there's this term sampajana, meaning a complete comprehension, a full knowing of what this mind body process is doing. This helps us. The practicality of this is with continued use. It helps us become aware of our moments of stress and whatever it is that we're identified with at the locus or the center of that, so that we can begin to relax, ease that up, come to a place of breaking our identification with it. So we can allow our sensory experience to go into more of a state of flow. And we can abide in this kind of open awareness that has a lot of acceptance, a lot of equanimity. So, the general thing that we're doing is going to be observing the mind body process. The body, the felt experience, the feeling sensations of the body within the mind, no matter how complex, multifaceted, or sophisticated the thought the thoughts seem to be. There's an aspect that we can see. Most people report a general seeing space, the general picture plane upon which is projected images of fantasy, planning, daydream. Other aspect of thinking is the hearing component, the auditory component, our internal chatter, the internal commentary, dialogues, monologues, a lot of people's experience of the critic or the inwardly directed condemning judge occur here, at least in part. So, this is what we're going to be doing, playing around with observing how our attention naturally ebbs and flows between our seeing, hearing, and feeling subjective experience. Yeah? So, the analogy, like a cat sitting in front of three mouse holes, just kind of leisurely, just moving its attention between in a passive way, just like it notices something, something calls its attention, just whatever it is that kind of calls your attention. You notice your attention. It's either drawn towards seeing, hearing, or feeling. So we're going to be doing that for a little bit. So allow yourself to come to a comfortable upright position. Allow yourself to straighten up and settle in. Pushing in a little bit on the base of your lumbar there, getting a sense of your spine being like a stack of coins, one placed on top of the other. So your posture is more balanced, less of effort. So a string on the top of the head, pulling up ever so slightly, allowing a lengthening in the back of the neck, dropping of the shoulders, expanding of the heart. We can turn our attention to the breath for a few moments to cultivate a little bit of concentration. So, anchoring your attention to a part of the body actively engaged in breathing, noticing the in and out breath, and anything pleasant about that. Okay, good. So knowing that breath is always there, breath is always available. We can begin to open up to our next exercise. Bring your awareness into the body. Two arms, two legs, back and front of torso, neck, face, and head. Just allowing your awareness to just free float, just noticing the various sensations that are rising, falling, this feeling form of the body. And of course, we've been hanging out with breath, hanging out with body, and the mind is constantly exerting itself. So that's fine. Let's bring that into focus. So, partial awareness, contacting the seeing space in the mind's eye. Images that rise and fall associated with thought. Just be aware of this general seeing space. Partial awareness in hearing space, the internal talk. And partial awareness still in the feeling form of the body. Again, the analogy of the cat in front of the three mouse holes. Moment by moment, what is your attention more drawn towards? Seeing, hearing, feeling, or any combination thereof. So it might sound something like this: feel, see, and feel. Hear, hear and feel. See. And so on like that. Contacting, labeling, exploring, accepting, and releasing. Moving on to the next moment. So, to the best of your ability, just labeling see, hear, feel, depending on what your attention is drawn to. So, this is not an invitation to fall down the rabbit hole of thinking. We're just kind of standing back a little bit, observing. Like the spaceship docked just outside of the black hole, we're not getting sucked in, but we can observe the activity. Three black holes for that matter: see, hear, or feel. Moment by moment, what's more prominent? Noticing the arising and passing of the sensations, and how is it that you meet it? Can you meet it with a sense of acceptance, non reactivity, full allowing and letting go? Okay, at ease, everybody, and thank you for your practice.